Hello, I'm David Kerr and you are watching Shalom World News. Here's your latest news headlines from around the globe. Argentina has become the largest Latin American country to legalise abortion. That follows a vote in the nation's Senate on Wednesday. By a margin of 38 votes to 29, senators approved pro-abortion legislation, which had been initiated by Argentinian President Alberto Fernandez earlier this year and had previously been approved by the lower house of the Argentinian Parliament. The new bill legalises abortion up to the 14th week of pregnancy. The passage of the legislation had been opposed throughout by the Catholic Church. At present in Latin America, abortion is only legal in Cuba, Uruguay and Guyana, as well as in Mexico City. Over the past year, 20 Catholic missionaries have been killed across the globe. That grim statistic has been released by the news agency of the Vatican, Agenzia Fides. In total, 8 priests were killed in 2020, 6 lay people, 3 female religious, 2 seminarians and 1 male religious. The highest number of deaths occurred in the Americas. In the last 20 years, a total of 535 missionaries have been killed across the world, including 5 bishops. May they rest in peace. To the US now, where the White House has issued a proclamation honouring Saint Thomas Becket. St Thomas was the 12th century Archbishop of Canterbury who was killed by the King of England for defending the rights and freedoms of the Church. The new proclamation was signed by President Donald Trump and was issued on December the 28th, the 850th anniversary of St Thomas's martyrdom. The text of the proclamation states that the martyrdom of St Thomas, quote, changed the course of history, as, say the White House, it eventually brought about numerous constitutional limitations on the power of the state over the Church across the Western world. His death, adds the White House, serves as a powerful and timeless reminder to every American that freedom from religious persecution is not a mere luxury or accident of history, but rather an essential element of liberty, which has been, quote, bought with the blood of the martyrs. St Thomas Becket was Archbishop of Canterbury from 1162 until his murder in 1170. Soon after his death, he was canonised by Pope Alexander III. An appeal court in New York has blocked the state's restrictions on the size of religious gatherings put in place, it is claimed, to combat the COVID-19 pandemic. In a unanimous decision delivered on Monday, the Second US Circuit Court of Appeals sided with the Diocese of Brooklyn, who brought the legal action along with various Orthodox Jewish groups. They claim that the state-imposed restrictions are both unnecessary and unconstitutional, as they violate their right to religious liberty as set out in the First Amendment to the US Constitution. Circuit Judge Michael Park, along with his 2 fellow judges, agreed with that argument, stating that the plaintiffs had legally established that they would suffer irreparable harm by showing the restrictions impaired their free exercise of religion. Judge Park also added that, quote, no public interest is served by maintaining an unconstitutional policy when constitutional alternatives are available to achieve the same goal. The restrictions had been put in place by the state governor, Andrew Cuomo, in October. Monday's decision follows a US Supreme Court ruling on November the 25th, which also found against the state-imposed caps upon religious attendance. The Catholic Church in Pakistan is taking steps to help a group of Christians who were wrongly imprisoned for the past 5 years in order to assist them in getting their lives back together. In total, 42 Christians were jailed in 2015 following protests against Islamist suicide attacks upon 2 Christian places of worship in the city of Lahore. All 42 have since been found innocent and released. Now the Archdiocese of Lahore is providing those who suffered due to that miscarriage of justice with financial and material support to help them rebuild their lives. This month saw Archbishop Sebastian Shaw of Lahore hand out rickshaws to 10 people and motorcycles with trailers to others. Meanwhile, the Archdiocese has also provided support for those attempting to open various commercial ventures such as grocery stores, home furnishing stores and catering services. Pope Francis has donated thousands of COVID-19 test kits to the poor of the city of Rome. The papal initiative is being coordinated by the Vatican's Office of Papal Charities in collaboration with 2 other charitable healthcare providers. Thus, 4,000 swab kits will now be made available to the poor and the homeless of Rome. The COVID-19 testing kits were gifted to Pope Francis by donors in Slovakia. The initiative will also include general health checks in order to assist the poor and the homeless. Finally, the city of Dublin in Ireland has a new Archbishop. He's the Reverend Dr. Dermot Farrell, who's currently the Bishop of Ossory. He replaces Archbishop Dermot Martin, who has now reached the retirement age of 75. 66-year-old Bishop Farrell is a native of County Westmeath. He was ordained to the sacred priesthood for the Diocese of Meath in 1980, although not before he'd gained degrees in mathematics, physics and divinity from St Patrick's College in Maynooth. In 1988, he also gained a PhD from the Gregorian University in Rome. In 2018, Pope Francis appointed him as Bishop of Ossory. The date for Bishop Farrell's installation to the See of Dublin is yet to be confirmed. Congratulations, Archbishop-elect Farrell, ad multos annos. And that's all for now. Do join me next time for some more news headlines from around the globe. Until then, have a good new year. God bless you. Shalom.